And we're back!
Spyro, this is the beautiful Rainbow Speedway. There are for two challenges here: timed obstacle course, or a race against the local speed champions.
Really?
Which challenge would you like to play?
We've got Time Attack, we've got Race the Flying Rip Talks.
Excellent. Try completing each challenge in order. Start with the rings, then get all of the stars, go-karts, and save the flying riptucks for last. It's not the fastest way, but it sure is easier.
But, well, technically this is a decent way to go. Unlike in Dragonfly Dojo, you might actually survive that way. Forward. Because, I believe this is slightly, exactly the same as Dragonfly Dojo in terms of actual difficulty. So the rings are right up front. Next, you have to flay these little star guys. Whoa there, buddy! Oh no! Darn. Let's try that again. Forward! This time around, we're going to be heading through these rings without screwing up. Actually, we did that the first time, didn't we? The rings are easily the easiest part. It's almost as if they want you to start somewhere. It's almost as if the developers realized that they couldn't make you spawn anywhere else, but they wanted you to actually be somewhere else when they realized that it was going to be very difficult to do it in that position that you spawned in, but they were too lazy to move the stupid spawn points, so they programmed in a whole new challenge in order to... Obvious beta game is obvious. Although, to be fair, this isn't nearly as obnoxious as a lot of other unfinished games. Next is Calamity Go-Karts. Boing! Come hither! Boosh! Fortunately, they're pretty easy targets, considering they make no attempt to dodge you. Bye-bye! The only problem is, A, the clouds will sometimes obscure your vision while you're on the racetrack, and B, sometimes there's going to be slowdown, and that's no fun at all. Next, and last, we take down these bed riptucks. Ugh. I've heard of people begging you to get into bed with them, but this is ridiculous. Whoa! 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 Only one more to go. And the bloody red baron was flat out on the floor. Excellent. A minute and 33 seconds. Not bad at all. And that's all that we need to beat 2 minutes in order to get our prize.
Ooh, look what I found flying around while you were waiting that speedway. It's a dragonfly.
Hey, it's Tashi's station.
Is he gonna pick up some power converters for us? Ugh. Bad pun is bad.
Which challenge would you like to play?
Guess we race the Flying Riptocs next.
Well, the Flying Riptocs sure are confident. They can hardly wait to get started. Don't forget, you have to fly through all of the green checkpoint rings in order. The red dots will lead the way. But, just like before, there's no way you can actually beat this level without resorting to a little bit of subterfuge. And by that, I mean you're going to want to head a little off the beaten path and find the booster stars that allow you to actually win the race as opposed to merely completing it. So don't be afraid to sneak a little off the beaten path when you realize that there's quite a distance between the rings next up. Just forget that guy. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to set their beds on fire. Wow, I never thought I'd actually be saying that. I'm not sure it's a good idea to set the beds on fire. But hello, speed up stars. Very convenient and very handy. Very pretty, though. I will commend this level for having some very nice visuals. Hello, speed up star. Sometimes they're a little more out of the way than others. That's one of the easier ones. But overall, not a difficult mission. I think this is actually an easier obstacle course than the Dragonfly Dojo one, if only because by this point, odds are you're going to realize that you're going to have to hunt down those little stars and go through them. Oh, already we're on lap 2 out of 3. We're in 3rd place out of 6. Not bad. Although I'm not sure actually how many places there are. Maybe there's 8? Or am I thinking of another racing game that's sort of burned itself into my subconscious forever? Oh well. Anyway. Whee! Now, I'd like to know, are those supposed to be clouds or mountains or mountainous clouds that are appearing up all over around that area? Doesn't quite make sense to me. And why does this area have a huge hourglass? Is this supposed to be like a simplified version of the rest of the Cloud 9 area? Excuse me. That doesn't quite make sense. Whee! We're still in third place, but don't despair. Our dragon's better at resisting wear and tear than these darn bed Riptocs. So, we can go through easy as pears. I've heard of easy as pie, but easy as pear? Aha! And that's why some of the Riptocs are in first and some of them aren't. They know how to use those stars. The thing is, they can't use them as efficiently or as easily as a dragon can, so just fly right past them. No difficulties at all. For some reason, I want to say that if you set one of the beds on fire, another one will spawn that'll put you even further behind, but I'm not really sure. I could be wrong, though. I could be totally wrong, but whatever. Anyways, here's the finish line, and look, we're in first. That wasn't so hard at all. I do like the music here, though. I will give Spyro Enter the Dragonfly credit for that. It has some very nice musical pieces. Hooray! Well, that's it for the Riptocs. They left this Dragonfly behind, which the residents of Rainbow Speedway asked that I return to you. Wait, the residents? There's people who actually, like, live here?
Hey, it's Grayson.
Wasn't that one of the Robins? Which challenge would you like to play? Nope. Really? Well, okay. We'll try again some other time. We can always come back. You know, I wouldn't have to translate for you, Sparks, if you actually used some coherent language. Blech. Oh well. No treasure there. But as I was saying, it says that there's residents of that speedway, so it's not just like a sports arena or a local track that people just go to but don't actually live there. There's people who actually live in that place. Where do they live? I mean, in Cloud 9, there's buildings and structures all over that you sort of assume that people live in, but around the Speedway, well, no, there actually were buildings and structures there too, so maybe there were people living there initially, and then somebody built the Speedway around it, or maybe these people liked the Speedway so much they decided to live near it. Yeah. Anyway. Nope. Oh well. Hey, I wonder if we can, Whoa! Hello! Break! No brakes for you! Whoa! Whoa! Jesus, did you hear that thing? Seriously, a monster that uses pillows as its artillery should not have such a terrifying, gravelly roar. Anyways, back up we go. It's a darn good thing we got knocked all the way back here after all. Very convenient. Oh well, forward. Woo! Woo! Thank you. Whoa, Nelly! Wasn't supposed to do that. Wait a minute, it just occurred to me. We died, but for some reason we respawned way the hell back at the beginning of the stage instead of right here where we should have respawned. What the hell? Did that first zap just not take? Oh well. Is there any other place we should... Nope, looks like you can't fry the... It looks like you can't clap these things with a headbutt. Oh well. At any rate, this next bit is where we go to part B of... Oh no you don't. Don't you point that thing at me, young lady. Or dude, or whatever you are. Don't you point that thing at me, young monster. What you're going to want to do is aim for that lightning generating machine. Now it's a darn good thing that we approached the thief as we did, because in later levels, in order to catch a thief, you have to chase them down manually without the sort of maneuverability that you have on Cloud 9, and that's really tricky, really, because they have a pretty high top speed, almost as fast as you while you're charging, and they're a little more agile, so be very careful. Looks like that's it for this thing, so we're halfway done. Only have 2 more machines left to find, and... Wait a minute. Nope, that's where we came from, isn't it? Yeah, that's where we came from. Backwards to forwards. I'd like to know how those Riptocs got up there. As a matter of fact, though. Ooh! Are those Lightning Cloud guys Riptocs, or are those natives of this area that have been converted to Ripto's cause? Or maybe... Wait, since technically Riptocs are just the generic term for any enemy that has been converted to Ripto's cause, they are technically Riptocs, but... Hello? Okay, no. They are technically Riptocs, but they're special Riptocs that live on Cloud 9 and decide to join Ripto because they're a bunch of jerks. Okay, that sounds about right.
Oonga smash! Oonga electrocuted. That sting Oonga.
What now? Let's see. My gems, all the shiny my gems. And that looks like that's it.
Up, up, and away!
Bzzz. Oh, 2 monsters with 1 electric breath. This game's so darn glitchy that sometimes I forget I can do that. Now granted, this isn't glitchiness, as you've noticed, this isn't huge glitchiness on the level of some other games I could name, but it is kind of aggravating at times. Like right there, that Mr. Cloud sort of spawned out for an instant before he spawned back in, but it wasn't quick enough to stop me. The thing is, I think this has as many game glitches as a lot of other games, but they're not game-breaking glitches, so it's not quite as notoriously bad for them. So, where are we going next? Looks like we head off, ooh boy, that way. Ooh boy, note to self, don't stand under that guy.
I rule all the lands of electric death.
Oh, shut up. You know, you'd actually be kind of intimidating with all that noise if you didn't have such a goofy little face. I remember when somebody told me that. Maybe I shouldn't tell them that anymore. Oop, hello. Okay. Wait for it.
Whoa! And away he goes.
Meanwhile, I can just imagine, somewhere down on Luau Island, one of the pigs is down there just sort of looking around going, well, thank goodness that nobody's trying to eat me yet. And all of a sudden, a Riptoc plummets from the sky directly on top of his head. Electric machine number 3. Mine, all mine. I'm gonna zap that thing and break a bug out of a bottle. Oops. And that's number 3. Blinded by the light. Hello, other... Now, if this was one of those dragonflies that decides to flip from pillar to pillar, this would be really, really, really aggravating. Thank goodness that this guy just stays in place, I think.
Hey, it's Sylvia.
I'm trying to think of a joke that starts with Sylvia, but I can't. Sylvia don't rhyme with nothing. Whoa, boy. Sylvia, you're breaking my heart. No, that's not it. Oh, well. So where... No, wait, this is where we came from. We go the other way. Forward. At least this isn't a difficult game. If this was one of those games where there's a huge maze, and... Okay, yeah, I can't make that. But that cloud goes up there, and that's where... Okay, yeah, I get it. Whoa, boy! Oh, I got it all right. Ouch. Aha! Does that mean that it kicked in this time? Yes. Oh, we're back here? Hang on.